Hey everyone, it's Mozzie here, or AKA Australian Supercar Burnout King that I like to call myself. Definitely have done some awesome burnouts in my time. But like any sport, there's always room for improvement. And today, I've asked my friend Thomas in Daddo King, one of Australia's best burnout cars and obviously burnout drivers, to give me a few tips and also show me what it takes to do a burnout in his 1200 horsepower Datsun. So let's go check it out. Well, ta-da! We're in the middle of QR Racetrack, my favourite place on earth, and I'm here with the Daddo King. Thanks for taking the time to up my burnout game. Talk to me about this beautiful weapon behind us, why you got into it, and what you've created.
So behind us we've got my little Datsun 1200 Ute that we thought would build, and it just went crazy, to be honest with you. It was meant to be a simple little burnout car that turned into a hell of a lot more. The whole theme is obviously a Datsun 1200, so it's a 1200, it weighs 1200, it makes 1200.
Yep, I watched this thing idle out of the pits, and I'm gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not used to this much horsepower behind me. What's the key to an amazing burnout, and how does this car do it so easily?
Well, obviously the four main factors you've got to keep an eye on when you're doing burnouts is obviously instant smoke, constant smoke, driver ability, so use of pad, filling your corners, bits and pieces, and just keeping the RPMs up and trying to get the crowd going. So
I reckon with myself, I've got 3 of them covered, but probably the driver part is probably the thing we're going to lack down. So I'm going to really lean on you that for today. So
that's all right.
I reckon let's get in there, let's get learning, and let's make a mad burnout.
Sounds good to me.
That is how it's done, mate. That was unreal. And you know, I don't know how I'm gonna actually do it on Queensland Raceway weekend here. But thank you so much for taking the time to come out to my favorite track and also reach out to Supercars to really show us how it's done. Now, all I need to do is come here in a couple of rounds time, win the race, and try and replicate the same thing. But I don't think I have as many horses as this, and I'm definitely not gonna do it on the skid pan here. So I'm just gonna go to my favorite spot down there in the shortcut where it's nice and slippery and heaps of dirt, and I'll see what I can do. But thank you so much for your time, and thanks so much to your crew for coming out. And then you can tell me in a couple of rounds time if I get the tick of approval. What do you reckon?
We'll be here to watch.
All right, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.